You know, it's both funny and very sad to watch Fox try to platform Donald Trump to help him out. They give him every single chance just to let him rant and rave, and Donald Trump just simply doesn't know the rule of holes. Just stop digging. So Fox has Donald Trump on the network, and they basically just let him rant, and he's like, I've never even heard of what Project 2025 is. Perhaps there's good policies. Perhaps there's bad policies. But I don't know anything about this Project 2025 business. Here, play the clip.
And for him to say about Project 25 is disgraceful. They know I have nothing to do with it. I had no idea what it was. A group of people got together. They drew up some conservative values, very conservative values. And in some case, perhaps they went over the line. Perhaps they didn't. I have no idea what Project 25 is, but they use it and they know it. Just like Charlottesville, totally discredited. They use Charlottesville. You know, Biden gets up all the time, says Charlottesville. He ran because of Charlottesville. He got run out of office by the Democrats. They did a coup on him, and he's sitting someplace in California on a beach. And because he's in California, it's crime-ridden place. It's not the same place. More people leaving than coming, and all of the things that these people have done. Kamala has been the worst. Everything she touched turned bad.
Seriously? Seriously? Well, here you are on a private jet with the leader of Project 2025. Here you are praising the leader, Kevin Roberts, and the organization, the Heritage Foundation. Play this clip.
Our country is going to hell. The critical job of institutions such as Heritage is to lay the groundwork, and Heritage does such an incredible job at that. This is a great group, and they're going to lay the groundwork and detail plans for exactly what our movement will do and what your movement will do when the American people give us a colossal mandate to save America. And that's coming. That's coming.
Here, the leader of Project 2025 and the organization behind it, the Heritage Foundation, Kevin Roberts, says that Trump should get full credit for creating Project 2025. Play the clip.
We've been working with all of them on one project since soon after Joe Biden took the oath of office, before any conservative presidential candidates had even entered the race. As my friend and colleague Paul Dans before talked about briefly, our Project 2025 has developed a comprehensive policy agenda, but even more importantly, recruiting people, 20,000 people to go into the next administration, hopefully to help take back this country for you and for your audiences. We want no credit. We want the American people, if President Trump is elected again, President Trump and his administration, to take credit for that. But it will also be a great sign, if all of this is successful, that in fact, as we know in our prayer time, but maybe not every time when we're watching the news, that the Lord is still smiling upon America.
And here is Donald Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, cutting ads for Project 2025 called Project 2025 Academy. And here is Stephen Miller, Donald Trump's other aide, doing Project 2025 Presidential Academy lectures right there. I'll get to more of that fact-checking in a moment. Back to the Fox complete meltdown right here. So here, while defending himself from reports that he called soldiers suckers and losers, Donald Trump then calls his former chief of staff, 4-star General John Kelly, a lunatic. Play this clip.
They have a thing with soldiers where I'm looking over the graves of soldiers and saying horrible thing about dead soldiers from World War I. It was totally made up. It was a made-up story, confirmed. That was confirmed, my side of it, by 26 people in the military, that it never happened. They had one lunatic talking about it, and they use it all the time. There's nobody that loves the military more than me. Nobody did more for the military.
And by the way, here's just a post that Donald Trump made where he called for the death penalty based on what he claims is treason of the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, that Trump posted a little bit ago. I could go on and on with that forever. And here Donald Trump then keeps on ranting on Fox, going deep down into his kind of Q community, his QAnon community, where he says that he had the lowest human trafficking of children and women ever in history, he claims. Here, play this clip.
I had the least, you have the human traffickers are horrible, and they traffic in children and they traffic in women, mostly women. But I had the lowest number of, we went after them with a vengeance. Nobody's ever gone after. They will be very happy. I'll tell you what, they would be very happy to see these lightweights get back into office. They don't want Trump back. But I had the lowest human trafficking of children and women ever recorded, ever. And, you know, the Internet makes it very hard because the Internet, that's become a business based on the Internet. The Internet has brought that into a modern business, and it's almost as big as the drug business for these people. But I had the lowest number of drugs, everything. We had a great border.
Dude, Donald Trump, you're flying around right now in Jeffrey Epstein's jet. Currently, you wrapped it in Trump 2024 paint, but you're flying around in Epstein's jet. You were the one who said that Epstein is a great guy who likes women on the younger side, which you meant girls. You're the one who praised Ghislaine Maxwell and said that you wish her well at her trafficking trial. This is Trump. You just heard what he said on Fox. Here he is wishing Ghislaine Maxwell well. Here, play this clip.
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and so a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well, whatever it is. I don't know the situation with Prince Andrew. Just don't know. Not aware of it.
I could go on and show you dozens more clips like that, but I've done deep dive analysis in that. I think you get that. Okay. So compare Donald Trump, though, going on Fox right here to Gavin Newsom going on Fox. And so Fox has Gavin Newsom, and it's just, they just get outmatched when you have facts and when you have smart Democrats pushing back against the talking points. All right, first, Gavin Newsom talking about jobs. Play the clip.
Even with the adjustment today of 818,000 jobs.
Which is a little weird, don't you think?
That means 14.9 million jobs since they got into office. That is, Brett, 11 times more than the last 3 Republican administrations combined. The lowest black unemployment, Hispanic unemployment, the lowest unemployment for women in our lifetime, an American manufacturing policy, an industrial policy that's worker-centered, that's advantaging red and rural districts of this country more than it is even blue.
And I appreciate.
Then Gavin Newsom talking about one of these talking points that Trump and MAGA uses about crime. Play the clip.
The writing of how the prosecution for small crimes.
Oh, Prop 47.
47, I'm sorry.
Yeah, which is, by the way, the 10th toughest threshold in the United States of America, meaning you can steal up to $950 of goods and it will be charged as a misdemeanor. You can steal $2,500 in the state of Texas. Why you're not focusing on those other 40 states is beyond me. 10th toughest felony threshold in the United States of America.
That that's a fact. That she was a tough prosecutor in California is going to
You remember her primary for president? She was attacked from the left for being too tough, for being prosecutor, for having a prosecutorial mindset. So look, I mean, all these things, this is all fair game. But at the end of the day, she's got a record of accomplishments as being part of the Biden-Harris administration. We've seen
here Gavin Newsom talks about how you want to go to health, you want to go to wealth, you want to go to education. You're talking crap about California. We outpace all of these red states. Here, play this clip.
This theme of this convention, a lot of it is about freedom. You have criticism of Governor Tim Walz and how he handled COVID-19. Obviously, you took criticism about how you handled COVID-19, that there was a real crackdown on people's businesses and how they dealt with things.
Yep.
How do you say that that was freedom?
Well, I mean, in health, wealth, and education, states like California outperform states like Florida. They lay claim to be freedom states, even though they're banning books, banning speech in the boardroom, in the classroom, banning women's rights, the right to choose. I mean, you want to compare or contrast, pretty easy. We believe in bodily autonomy. We believe in the freedom to love, freedom to go to school without fear of being gunned down. We care more about our children than the National Rifle Association. I'll take this debate head on any day of the week on freedom. And don't forget, I was doing ads a couple of years ago on this saying, how in the hell are we losing the debate on freedom? And with respect, during COVID, Donald Trump himself was out there promoting a lot of these policies, supporting this policy. I don't think that. I know that because I was working.
He was not supporting going after people and having neighbors snitch on neighbors.
No one that wasn't about. But as it relates to the concerns
Walsh's case, it was.
But
all right, I'm going to leave you with this. Another,
COVID,
the Republicans are going to focus on immigration.
I want to show for you right now, though, some of the deceptive the deceptive messaging rather by Fox. Pro-Trump propaganda advertising is more what it should be called. Here, Fox edits out of this clip a major portion of the speech by a major Texas sheriff who talks about Donald Trump killing the bipartisan border deal. Here, let me show you this clip that they showed on Fox first. Play it.
When Donald Trump comes down to Texas, stands next to officers in uniforms just like mine, he's not there to help us. Don't think that. Not for a second. He is a self-serving man. Now, Kamala, on the other hand, has been fighting border crime for years.
I did about an hour of that last night here on the floor, Jesse.
No one believes that, Dana. No one believes that.
Let me just show you the original clip so you can see how Fox deceptively edits it. Play this clip.
When Donald Trump comes down to Texas, stands next to officers in uniforms just like mine, he's not there to help us. Don't think that. Not for a second. He is a self-serving man. I mean, look, just like when he killed the border bill, he just made our jobs harder. Now, Kamala, on the other hand, has been fighting border crime for years. She's gone down to Mexico and worked to stop the traffickers. And when the traffickers didn't stop, she put them in jail. Now, down in my neck of the woods, we call that fooling around and finding out. I may be paraphrasing a bit. We protect them. Now, the border sheriffs that I know, right, and we're like Kamala. We protect and serve. We enforce the law. We show compassion. And we fight like hell to protect our border. Because as we've always known in Texas, cuando luchamos, ganamos. When we fight, we win.
What was also interesting is that when Donald Trump was giving this bizarre speech in Arizona, Fox just cut the coverage. They're like, stop. We have to sane wash this. Stop. Here, play this clip.
Or under. The final gaps of the wall were about to be sealed. Then Kamala came in.
We are monitoring Donald Trump. He is at a border community just along the Arizona-Mexico border. But all of this.
And here is Jessica Tarlov on Fox, one of the pro-democracy voices and lone pro-democracy voices on Fox, pushing back against all of their lies. And she goes, what Donald Trump likes to say that 15 years ago in San Francisco was amazing. Guess what? Guess who was the district attorney then? Vice President Kamala Harris. Here, play this clip.
Well, first of all, he loves to say 15 years ago, San Francisco was amazing, which is when Kamala Harris was DA and Gavin Newsom was the mayor of San Francisco. So I'm sure they appreciate the compliment about their work there.
I told you that I would show you also an additional clip regarding Trump's Project 2025 claim that he was saying on Fox right there. Let's fact check that as well. This incredible group from the UK, we previously covered them. They did this undercover sting, if you will, of one of the other leaders of Project 2025 who used to work with Trump. And here he talks about how, look, Donald Trump's going to go out there and talk on Fox, and he's going to act like he's got nothing to do with Project 2025. But he's just saying that because he knows that it's unpopular. But this is, he knows what he's really going to do. We have this whole plan. We're going to implement it. Here, play the clip.
So I am very happy with the JD pick. I think it's transformative for sure. Yeah. And think of him as a member version of what we do. Yeah. So there's no think tank, no policy organization, no battle plan creator other than us for the worldview that I think Donald Trump has and that JD has. The best example is like campaign selected me to be the platform because of their views on my policy ideas, and they're not running from all of the negativity that I get from the press.
I see. So they haven't been spooked on you as a person, you don't think?
No, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be their transition pick because then they have all these kinds of stories.
Yeah.
But no, the relationship is great.
The head of the Trump transition team has not yet been appointed, but Vogt says that no matter who is named, he'll be able to hand over his Project 2025 battle plans directly.
If it's someone like a Stephen Miller or Bob Lighthizer, then all this stuff gets plugged right in. If it's not, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
But all of it will be designed for a theory of the case that President, if a battle plan is out there that will do what he wants, there are the people like me that have his trust that will be able to get it to him. In whatever position we're at, or I could be at Center for New America, but the relationships will be there, the trust level will be there.
And are you going to rebrand that second phase at all?
For what I do, the brand's not important.
And you're not worried that if it has Project 2025 on, he's going to go
no.
And you're not going to publish those?
No.
They go straight to?
Yeah, they're very, very close hold.
Okay.
Brilliant. It's been an education.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you very much. You can show us that.
And here's one more clip from that organization. Great work they did. Let's play it.
Expected to hear 10 more times from the rally, the president, distancing himself from the left's boogeyman of Project 2025.
Yeah. And you're not worried about that?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
He's running against a brand. He is not running against any people.
Okay.
He is not running against any institutions. It's interesting. He's in fact not even opposing himself to a particular policy. Yeah. He's been at our organization. He's raised money for our organization. He's blessed it from I remember walking into our last day in office and told him what I was going to do. So he's very supportive of what we do.
This clip, by the way, has nothing to do with Fox, but Elizabeth Warren, I just thought gave a great speech last night, and this made me laugh. So I want to leave you with this clip. Play it.
Groceries, gas, housing, healthcare, taxes, abortion. Trust Donald Trump and JD fans to look out for your family? Shoot, I wouldn't let those guys, I wouldn't trust them to move my couch.
Let me know what you think, folks. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.